Hey y'all, when it comes to the AC business, trust goes a long way, and that's why I recommend Cool Kings Heating and Air. The good folks at Cool Kings are licensed and experienced technicians that provide the top-notch service that you deserve throughout Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas. They offer everything from emergency AC repair to complete AC replacements and maintenance plans tailored to keep your system running all year round. And right now, you can get financing on a brand new heating and cooling system totally interest-free. That's 0% interest on a brand new system. Give them a call at 225-681-2665 for more information, or visit them on the web at coolkingsheatingandair.com. Cool Kings Heating and Air is a verified partner of Local Leaders, the podcast. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Local Leaders, the podcast. And look, the wellness industry right now is a huge topic. No matter where you listen to your podcast, usually even people who are not, I guess, gym heads, if you will, those people even have an interest now in the health and wellness industry because, hey, look, age is the great equalizer. We can't hide from it. It exists. And I have two gentlemen in front of me today. Let them introduce themselves. And we're going to talk a little bit about the company that really is changing the way that you get your peptides, and they become bioactive?
Bioactive precision peptides, yes, sir.
There you go. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I hope I didn't blow everybody's mind right there. But first, let's introduce, and we'll start here from the left.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Sean Aucoin. I am a insurance agent by trade, but what happened was, I guess for me, I was introduced into Make Wellness Peptides probably about 9 months ago. What happened was I was going to have shoulder surgery, right?
Yeah.
I had a torn labrum, a frayed rotator cuff, bursitis, bone spurs, and I had a flat spot on my humerus. I went to the doctor, and he said, "Hey, man, you're gonna have to have these 5 procedures done." And I was like, "God, that's gonna suck, man. That means 3 months without being able to work out, right?" And,
yeah.
And it takes years to put on muscle. I didn't want to lose it in 3 months. So
sure.
A friend of mine, Melissa Guillot, said, "Hey, you should try these oral peptides." And I was like, "Oral peptides, okay." I mean, I love her to death, and I'll try them because she's my friend, right? You
Sure.
want to support your friend's small business, so I did, and I didn't really have any expectations when I started taking them, and then I saw the results, and I was blown away. Not only was I blown away, my doctor was blown away. My physical therapist was blown away because 3 weeks after having those 5 procedures done, I had full mobility in my shoulder.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's big time huge, right?
Yeah.
And I still couldn't lift weight to put like my cup up on top of my fridge, but the mobility was there. I could put my own deodorant on, which is huge.
Yeah. And, one thing I do want to say just quickly is you're someone who, I mean, you've kept in shape. You're someone that was a gym rat, if you will. You're probably the vast majority of your life.
Yeah.
And so for something to blow you away like that, a product is actually even more impressive than someone that maybe is a general layman that isn't used to trying products.
100%, because I tried them and knowing they weren't going to work. I knew they weren't going to work. I was supporting my friend, just trying to be nice.
Yeah.
And I saw the results, man, and they blew me away so much that I decided that I was going to I took a deep dive into the science behind them.
Yeah.
Because I didn't understand how they worked to get past the stomach, and I guess we'll cover that in a little bit. And I went and I dove into that, and I started seeing people's results and how good they were working on other people.
Right.
You know, and I was like, God, this is incredible. I mean, just think of the number of people that I can help who are miserable, who are, man, they got brain fog. They're a little overweight. They have no energy. They're just aging, and they're not aging well. It's just because we're so busy in life in general, you know.
And age is the great equalizer, as I said earlier. I mean, it's
100%.
It's something that you've really got to be cognizant of, and you don't think about that when you're 20. You know, you don't think about one day 50 seems like a million years away. You don't realize just naturally the body, what occurs as you age.
Yeah, it was tough, man. And to be honest with you, since I started taking them, man, and people say this all the time, man, I feel 10 years younger. Well, good Lord, I do feel 10 years younger.
Yeah.
You know, and for me to be able to lose fat like I am and put on muscle at 55,
yeah,
dude, that's hard to do naturally.
Yeah.
I mean,
amen.
It's you talk about an uphill battle.
Yeah.
It's like pushing a wheelbarrow full of concrete uphill. You know, you want results and you're striving to get there, but man, the work is so intense. And they don't make the work easier. They make the results better. So they amplify your results.
Right on.
Right. And we've had people that just, I don't feel like working out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. And they're still getting results. And it just blows my mind.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Or you have people like me who only work out a little bit and still get results.
Yeah, there you go. Well, let's talk about you a little bit. Introduce yourself and let me hear a little bit on how you got involved with Make Wellness.
Absolutely. So Mark Nichols here. I first found Make because I was kind of struggling with my battle with ADHD. I had kind of gotten off of my Vyvanse and Adderall.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of struggling through it because I didn't like the crashes I was getting from those medications in the evenings. It was making me just kind of not a nice person.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so I had seen my friend Christina posting about these peptides, and I was like, I was kind of desperate, man. I was desperate to find something that made my brain work.
Yeah.
Like it did on the pharmaceutical.
Helped you focus.
Exactly. It helped me focus. It helped me keep myself functioning the way that I was used to. My brain was working. And so I tried these. I tried Energize and I tried Focus, and I was just blown away.
Yeah.
I mean, my first couple of days on it, I was able to stay on track, stay focused. And I was always easily distracted.
Yeah.
And I just found that it was really good at keeping me there and on task. And so,
how long ago was that?
that was about February.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess, what is that? 9 months?
Yeah.
9 months now.
Yeah.
And, so I was on those for about 2 months, and then I brought in the lean, the fit, and pretty much everything. And for me, fit was a big deal in my job because I actually repair rims on cars, and so it's a very physical job, and my back's involved a lot, and I was having lots of pain in the backs, the knees, the wrists and stuff, and the ability to remove inflammation from the fit just made such a massive difference in how I felt every day and how I could show up at my job and for my family, and really, it just transformed how I was able to show up. And to me, that was the big difference.
And so would you say, like Sean initially was a skeptic? This ain't going to work. But hey, it's my friend. I'm going to try it. Were you a skeptic initially?
I mean, of course.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest with you, when I first saw it, I was just like, you know, but I was also so desperate to find something. You know, I had tried, what was it? I tried mud water because it has adaptogens and the mushrooms, the reishi, the lion's mane, and all this stuff that was supposed to help with cognitive function and focus and all this stuff, mental clarity. And it helped a little bit. You know, I tried the AG1. I tried, what else? I tried creatine because, you know, creatine's supposed to help with the mental clarity when you start, you know, dosing it above 10 grams.
Yeah.
Didn't really work. In fact, for me, creatine, because it fills the muscles with water, you know, you get stronger pumps. It actually ended up creating more issue for me because my back would get so full from working that my back pain was actually worse. So I got off the creatine, and I mean, I didn't have much expectation, but I was just so blown away, which is why I ended up, I was like, man, I got to try these other ones. If this one worked this good, man, this fit's got to be incredible.
Yeah.
And then eventually the lean came because I was like, I got a little fat. I could lose. Like let's see what this stuff can do.
Yeah.
And man, I'm just blown away.
Now, so how did you find out about the company? Was it internet research? Did you have a friend that used it? How did you come across it?
My friend Christina was just kind of advertising about it. She was talking about them, and so she eventually approached me after I made a little bit of interest in it, and she started showing me the stuff about it. And after I took them, man, and they really just made such a difference for me. I was like, I got to tell people about this stuff.
Yeah,
they work that good. You can't help but scream it from the rooftops, dude.
And that's it to me. It's like when anybody, any one of us, you find a product, you find something that impacts your life, that gives you energy, that makes you feel good, that makes you just want to tell people. You just can't help it. And that's kind of where it is. And when I found the company, and like Sean, I dug into the subsidiary companies, the companies they're working with, the labs they're doing business and creating these products with. And once I started reading the science and really seeing that, wow, there's actually some science to back this stuff up. Like, it was just a no-brainer to me.
It was an American company. It's made in America, and the products work, and you're supporting local people, and they're getting healthy naturally. I mean, how could you not want to tell people about that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we tell people, anything that works for us as humans, just as human beings, when something works for us that we see a personal difference with, we'll tell everybody, whether it's a shirt that you like. We were talking about clothing earlier, believe it or not. And we were talking about shoes. Yeah, that's right. 3 dudes sitting around talking about shoes. But we were talking about shoes, and actually I'm sitting here and promoting a company that I don't have any stake in it or anything. I just like the shoes. But I showed them to these guys here, and incidentally, y'all, I'm not going to shout them out because they don't sponsor me yet, but they're great shoes, and I'll shout them out in person if you come by.
And they look comfortable.
And they're very comfortable. And but the point of that is there's no skin in the game for me, but I want to promote them because they're good shoes and they work well for me. Same thing here, regardless of any sort of business model, you shout this company out, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I want to tell y'all a little bit about my story now. Me and Sean are friends. Of course, you follow all your friends on Facebook. We've known each other a little while. And he's been talking about this Make Wellness. And so I've seen it on there. And when he came in to do some work for me, I said, hey, man, why don't we do a podcast on this Make Wellness product? And I have a general interest in wellness products anyway. I'm probably no different than anybody else. I've tried everything over the years, and I'm 51 now. I'm noticing things that I could do at 30 that I can still do. Thank you very much. But I feel it afterwards. And all of us in that age bracket know what I mean.
That's a fact.
And so Sean, very enthusiastic about this product. And he said, man, you just got to try it. Just try it out. Give it some time and you tell me what you think. So we started with Sean. It's not the fit. It's the lean.
It's the lean product. Correct.
The lean product, which, let me tell you what I do. I take 2 capsules in the morning with my coffee. I haven't given that up yet, but I take 2 capsules with my coffee, and I wouldn't even know I took it except for that I took it. And that is very important. First of all, let's talk a little bit about what lean does. And then I'm going to tell everybody my experience with the product.
Sure. So what lean does is it helps you lose weight, right? And 100% of the weight loss that you lose comes from fat.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect your muscles at all. So unlike, and I'm not putting down the GLP-1s, right? Your Ozempics and things like that, because they obviously have their place. We're not in competition with anybody. We're here to give you something alternative to a shot.
Yeah.
Right? Because these are oral, right?
Yep.
And the fact is they work just as well. That may take a little longer to work, but 100% of the weight loss comes from fat, and you don't lose any muscle.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah. And it doesn't make you feel like crap for 2 days.
It doesn't make you, there's no side effects. It's crazy. And the reason why there's no side effects, because all of our products come from nature. 65% of that weight loss that you're going to experience from taking lean comes from the abdominal area.
Yeah.
Okay. And people in the studies have every single one of them in the study, they averaged eating 600 calories less per day. So what it's doing is it's curbing your appetite, but it's not making you not eat.
Yeah.
Okay. But what you will notice is maybe you don't feel like eating sweets as much, or you don't feel like snacking in between meals. And that's huge, because when you're talking about snacking, we're talking about 500 calories.
Yeah.
Each day that you're snacking. So when you cut out 500 calories a day
Times
over 30 days, that's
yeah.
5.14 pounds that you automatically lose from taking lean. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen to everybody, right? But typically, people are losing weight, man, and they're losing weight big time.
Well, it's calories in and calories out at the end
fact.
of the day, right?
That's 100% true.
Mark, anything to add to that?
Well, I was just going to say, you know, my sugar cravings are one of the things that's late night sweet cravings, man. I've just dropped. You know,
Yeah.
and that's one of the things I love about it. I would eat my chocolate or my little sugar at night. And so I used to take both my lean in the morning, but I actually started splitting them up. So I would do one in the morning and then one in the afternoon. And I felt that helped my late night cravings so much better.
I may have to try that schedule.
Yeah. And one thing too that I think is really awesome about lean, the main peptide in there, Saccharomyces, has actually been shown to lower inflammation within the gut.
Yeah.
And when that happens, your gut permeability can actually start repairing itself and getting better. So it actually can, help with things like leaky gut and stuff like that as well.
Interesting. And I'll tell y'all my experience with this real quick. So over the years, I've taken several different pills, and almost always when it comes to something that curbs your appetite, I would get very fidgety.
You get the jitters.
Oh, get the jitters, man. Like, yeah. And I would also crash on them hard. This product, as I said, if I didn't know I was taking it, I wouldn't have known I was taking it, except for the positive aspect of it, which was it curbed my appetite. I would be in this podcast studio. I would do a podcast at, let's say, 11 o'clock. And then I'd have another one at, let's say, 2 o'clock. And just prior to that second podcast, when I remember I ain't ate today. And it wasn't, might cross my mind at 12:30. What am I going to eat for lunch? I didn't bring my lunch or whatever. Right. I'm gonna have to go pick up lunch. But it took that edge off of I've got to eat, or I feel like my sugar's dropping, kind of thing. So that's really what it's done for me so far. I've been taking it for about 3 weeks now. I like your idea, Mark, of splitting it up, because now late at night, I still get that craving. But then again, I took it at, 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 is when I'm taking this product. I may split it up a little bit, but let's just give a brief, quick overview of what peptides are, because quite frankly, it is the topic of conversation in the health and wellness industry now. I wish this was around forever as far as people discovering the benefits of peptides, but whoever wants to take it, just give me a quick breakdown of that for somebody that would have no idea.
Yeah, so what peptides are is they're short chain amino acids, right? They're found in nature. We'll take the fit, because we'll probably talk about that next, right? Where it's made from fava beans.
Yeah.
Okay. And the fava bean might be a chain of amino acids that are, say, 2 to 48. Mm-hmm. And what Make Wellness has done is they've used AI to figure out that the amino acid chain number 8 through number 28, right?
Right.
Tell the body to perform specific functions. And that's what these peptides are doing. They're signaling your body to do certain things. So the peptides in the lean, which we just talked about, are telling your body to burn fat for energy. Normally, you'd have to be in ketosis. That's why keto works so well for people, because they're not eating any carbs. What happens is lean tells your body, hey, man, burn fat for energy. So basically, it's throwing your body into ketosis, and you don't have to give up your potatoes.
Right.
Or your bread, or count your carbs every day.
Yeah.
So peptides are essentially short chain amino acids that tell your body to perform certain functions. So they're signaling your body to lose weight, sleep better, focus more, right? Build muscle, enhance bone growth, create collagen. And it's telling your body to do that off of the foods that you're already eating.
Yeah. Naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything to add there?
No, I think you pretty much hit that one out the park.
He is quite the encyclopedia for anything health and wellness. There's no doubt about that. So let's talk about the fit. So, a little bit. One thing that I picked up on, and actually, y'all, I'm drinking the Fit right now
in that fancy Make Wellness
in this
bottle.
fancy Make Wellness. I know everybody can see that, but yes, very fancy glass, wood top. I couldn't have designed it any better. But the interesting thing about these products that you're adding just to basically water is the taste. They taste amazing. It ain't like drinking chalk. Like some of these
synthetic
products
taste or sweeteners in it. That's all natural flavors that you're getting.
And they shake up very well, y'all. There's no, I shook this thing for maybe 30 seconds and no powdery taste to it. A lot of these products just don't mix well.
They're made in a lab.
Call anybody out, but yeah, that's right. They're exactly. So let's talk about Fit and the advantages of that.
Yeah.
product.
So Fit I think everybody should be taking Fit, right? Because Fit does so many different things. At feeding your body holistically. When you naturally eat protein, your body's only using 15% of that protein to build muscles, right? And muscles aren't just the things that you see on your outside, right? We're not just talking about Jim's guns.
Yeah,
we're talking about Jim's liver, Jim's kidneys.
Widescreen camera.
That's right, baby. Pump them babies out. So we're talking about Jim's kidneys, his liver, his heart. All of those are muscles too. And Fit feeds those holistically, right? Mm-hmm. And it feeds them 4 times better than whey protein. So when you take a shake and you make it out of your whey protein, you're not getting 15% of that for building muscle, right? And taking care of your internal organs. You're getting 60. Yeah. 60% of that 25-gram scoop is actually going. So you're building muscles better, and it does such a great job at inflammation and helping you recover better that like my mom has rheumatoid arthritis. Okay. I put her on Fit, and in 40 days, her hands and feet felt better. She could sleep and she could actually use her hands again. Right.
It's huge.
Yeah. So that speaks to the anti-inflammatory properties that are in the Fit. And it has NAD precursors in it. So what that's going to do is it's going to give you energy. It's going to help you make collagen for your body. It makes your bones stronger. I mean, it's overall, it between that and our sleep peptide called Restored, I don't know which one's going to be the flagship peptide.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Fit's absolutely amazing too. The recovery, what is it? 157% muscle recovery on Fit. Just the ability to get in the gym and lift more. You're getting muscle endurance. You're getting the increased recovery. You're reducing muscle fatigue, which to me is it's all things that, it might point more towards like, your bodybuilders or your people that are in the gym. But my shock is actually how it plays a role in my life day to day with my physical job. If you're a physical laborer and you're doing physical jobs,
mechanic, roofer,
anything.
Painter.
Yes. Like if you're doing that, you go to lunch, okay, you're on lunch 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. When you come back, you will be shocked at how fresh you feel.
Yeah.
And that's what always catches me. Like I fix rims, so I get in the car in between jobs and I'll drive to a different dealership or someone's house. And when I get to that next job, I'm always just so like, gosh, I just feel good again. Like my muscles are renewed again. And that to me is such a big benefit.
That's a huge
benefit.
I mean, it is, and it's just awesome.
And I'll tell you, y'all touched on this a little bit, but the inflammation issue, I believe wholeheartedly that inflammation, if you can solve that problem, you can solve 95% of health problems. I mean,
absolutely.
All of that circles back to inflammation in your body. And this product, it's not just for bodybuilders. There's a big advantage to bodybuilders taking it, I would imagine. But if you're someone that's just older and you've got a lot of inflammation, I've got lower back issues and things like that. Some of it due to age, some of it due to, playing 18 years of football. But I've got some lower back issues that are just now surfacing, after all this time.
We have people that have gotten that take the Fit that have autoimmune diseases that a lot of the pain that is associated with most autoimmune diseases like Hashimoto's and things like that. The pain comes from inflammation.
Correct.
And so they have started taking the lean and the fit together. And the anti-inflammatory properties are so good that they're no longer in pain. So none of our products are going to medically cure you. Okay. It's not medication, but what they will do is help you manage the symptoms. Well, if your symptom is inflammation and it causes pain, and I get rid of that inflammation and you're no longer in pain, there's no price tag you can put on that.
I agree with that 100%. And as we're talking about these, and the listener watch the video version. Of course, we do this on video and audio, so you get it on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all that. But the YouTube version is going to be the best for this one because I'm going to pop up the flyers as we talk about them so people can kind of see. There's so much information on these flyers that you wouldn't think of, you know. We're going to talk about Hydrated real quick. Let's talk about that. Another product that Make Wellness sells. Let's talk about Hydrated and the benefits of that.
Okay, man, Hydrated. One of my favorite things that we offer, and for the sole purpose of hydrating those cells, because when you have even just 2% dehydration in your body, your cells aren't communicating as efficiently as they can. And so we have something in our Hydrated that no other hydration company uses, or at least not one that I've been able to find yet, and that's glycine. And glycine is an amino acid that plays a huge role in actually helping transport and hold onto water within the cells.
Yeah.
So when you pair that with the awesome blend of the the electrolytes that we have in this product, it really just creates an environment for our body to actually communicate more effectively with its own natural peptides.
Sure.
And so when you pair that with the peptides we already have, you just get a better, more effective experience.
Yeah. So the glycine, there's sea salt right in the Hydrated. And the sea salt has 84 minerals in it, right? And those minerals are things that your body needs and your muscles need for
100%.
Yeah, those micronutrients.
Yeah. And the coconut water, the dehydrated coconut water has the potassium and the magnesium. And so what the glycine is doing, the peptides are signaling your body what to do. And the glycine in the Hydrated is force feeding it into those cells.
You know, a lot of people are having soreness in their legs. Maybe they're on a job where they're on their feet all day. I'll use my wife as an example, who is a radiologic technologist. So she does a lot. She's on her feet all day long and just doing her running. And one thing that she gets a lot is that soreness in her legs. And a lot of it's due to the fact that she just can't stay hydrated enough. So she's constantly drinking water. In addition to that, one of the medicines that she takes, one of the side effects of that is you got to constantly drink water because it just depletes you of that. And so this is a product that she's going to see a lot of benefit from.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? It actually tastes good. That's the biggest part of it.
Well, we have two, right? So you tried the tropical. We have one that that's called I think it's grapefruit.
Yeah.
And it tastes really well too. But some people, they don't like grapefruit a whole lot. But I'm telling you what, everybody's gonna like that.
Oh, I feel like I'm on an island right now.
Oh man, it's so good. It's like an instant vacation in your mouth.
It really is. And I'll tell you, tons of electrolytes in this product. Electrolytes are huge. You mentioned potassium. A lot of people get that from bananas, but I mean, how many bananas can you eat to get the potassium out of just one of these drinks, or the benefits of potassium, I should say. So anything to add to that more?
You know, one of the things that I actually really love about Hydrated is being outside every day in Louisiana heat. I'll be out here 8 hours a day, man, and in the direct sunlight. And I probably drink 100 ounces of water a day.
Yeah.
And that was before taking Hydrated. And I probably do 2 hydrates a day just because I am outside and I'm burning through those
you're going through it. Right.
But the amount of water that I am required to drink now in order to feel hydrated is so much less because my body is able to hold on to that hydration better due to our Hydrated. And I just think that's awesome. I'm not peeing as much throughout the day. I don't have to stop and run to the restroom every 5 minutes because I just guzzled a bottle of water to stay hydrated.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good point. Earlier you mentioned some ADHD type issues that many people suffer from, myself included. And there's a product that Make Wellness has called Focused. Let's talk about that.
Man, Focused has definitely changed how I can manage my ADHD on my own.
Yeah.
You know, I can't say that it's completely cured my ADHD because that would be misleading, but
I'm smiling from ear to ear because I know how well it works for them, and I know what a meaningful when you see a product change someone's life.
Oh,
right,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is. I mean, man, I'm just gonna be transparent. You know, I would come home from work, coming off of my Vyvanse or my Adderall, and I was mean. I was cranky. Man. You know, I mean, it's
the crash from it, man.
Exactly. It's a couple molecules off of meth. I don't know
sure.
if you want to say that. Sorry.
You hadn't eaten all day because you were hyped up on drugs.
And that too. No, I mean, no, but you're totally right. Plus, it dehydrates you. And so I had to get off of it because it was destroying my family. I mean, it was. I was just not in a good place because of it. And
Adderall is very hard on that, especially
when you go from stop taking something to just trying to manage it yourself.
Yeah,
you just get exhausted. You know, when your brain isn't working like it should, when you're forgetting stuff, when you can't focus and you don't have that mental clarity. And man, I'm telling you, from the first time I started taking that stuff, the first day, it was crazy. I'm walking out the front door, and it was the first time I remember. I'm like, I know where my keys are.
Whoa.
I know where I left my keys.
Yeah, and you remembered to grab them before you sat in the car.
Look, you're but it was an issue for me.
I get it.
Same.
We have a joke at my house. My
wife, cell phone. Don't make me try to find that.
My wife wouldn't give me the remote to the TV because we'd be watching TV. She'd give me the remote, and within 30 seconds, it'd be gone. She was like, "What do you mean it's gone?" I was like, "I don't freaking know where it went. It's just gone." And it would be like on the nightstand right there. You know, I just forgot.
Yeah.
And that to me is focused. It's my short-term memory is better. My ability to just close some of the tabs that aren't as important and focus on what's right in front of me.
Yeah,
is super huge. And then there's actually something, and I might butcher this pronunciation, but they're called carotenoids that actually are in focused, and they help with blue screen sensitivity. So if you're on the computer for a long period of time and you get that headache from staring at the screen too long, Focus actually helps with that.
Really?
And, yeah,
that's interesting.
And so I'm on the computer a lot. I do a lot of IT stuff. Plus, I don't know if I should admit this, but I play video games a little bit.
Yeah.
And so being on the computer for a long period of time, I noticed that those headaches were not affecting me anymore. And I love that about Focused.
Yeah. Cognitive function in general gets boosted with this product. As you mentioned, your eye health support, that blue screen, mental clarity. You mentioned all these things, and it's something that Focus can help you with. And, the ADHD meds, I'm sure there's 100% sure there's people out there that they have to have that, and maybe that's their only option. But certainly, and this is my opinion and my opinion only, but certainly a very overprescribed and very overdiagnosed issue.
Well, before now, there was
a simple solution to a difficult problem, or a quick solution.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been anything natural that people could take that was proven to be effective, right?
Right.
So until now, it's just kind of like him. I'm gonna take this supplement or that supplement. Well, now we actually have something that works and it's been proven with scientific tests and data.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's right, and natural.
Yeah, and it's
natural stuff. Let's talk about Calm. Something that I'm not.
I
loves it
most of the time.
I love Calm, and I actually. So our Aura rings are pretty cool in that they can actually measure your stress each day.
Yeah.
And I actually have a pretty cool, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
But a slide where I was feeling just stressed out, man. Like my stress meter was all the way up in the stressed area on my app. And within 15 minutes of taking Calm, it brought it all the way down to relaxed.
Come on.
And to me, so Calm kind of works in two different ways. There's L-theanine, there's GABA, there's lemon balm, and ashwagandha.
Yeah.
And it's really just an amazing product in bringing that stress level down, helping manage that cortisol.
Mm-hmm.
And so I find that sometimes, like I said, a stressful moment, you can just rip that sucker open, throw it back, and just bring yourself down from that elevated, stressful situation.
Yeah.
But then the other way that it's used, and one that I also really love, is before bed. You can also use it as a way to kind of bring that cortisol level down before bed, because cortisol is one of the, it's the stress hormone.
Yep.
And it's one of those hormones that does not support sleep.
Yeah.
People go to bed, their mind's racing. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to remember this. Got to do this in the morning. Calm will just help bring that all down, and it'll just help support that natural sleep structure architecture. So.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, you just put it in. And the great thing about Calm is you don't need anything, right? There's actually no peptides in Calm, but it works so well that Make decided to make it.
Yeah.
It has a lemon flavor to it, and you just tear the packet open, you pour it. I like to pour it under my tongue. It works better if you let it dissolve by itself. Now, the problem you're going to run into is that it does taste good, and it fires up your taste buds, so you immediately want to just swallow all of it. Don't.
Right.
Just let it do its thing, man.
Let it
Let it
dissolve.
slowly melt and just kind of
Keep
on working. Just keep typing and let it melt real slow.
Enjoy that flavor.
That's where it does its best. That's
I'll
where
give you
it
one
gets
before we leave.
Okay.
it gets absorbed best into your mouth. Because if you put it in your mouth and you slam it into your stomach, you're gonna miss it.
Yeah. And when you lower that stress level with a product like this, it's going to help you fall asleep, right? Or if you're doing it, at the end of the night, but this is a product you can take day or night.
Yeah, because it doesn't make you feel. It's not like it's not an anti-anxiety medicine, right? Where it's not going to make you go
like a zombie. Or,
or kind of make you start staring off into space. It just kind of makes you go. Woosah.
Oh, I always like to do that when I can.
Right?
Yeah, because look, as business owners,
what's the was it Meet the Parents where he's like, woosah.
Oh, that was Bad Boys 2.
Oh, that is Bad Boys 2.
That was Bad Boys 2.
You're right.
Yep.
Yeah, was it Mike? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Mike.
Well, it sounds like another great product, and so another thing that Make Wellness offers, and I want to mention all of these. Now, the last product that we talked about doesn't have peptides in it, but prior to that, these are all different peptides targeted for specifically different things. That's the great thing about peptides. They target certain areas. It's not something that you're taking and your body's just distributing that throughout your body.
It tells your body to perform specific functions.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not a one size fits all.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing I tell people. Look, let's have a conversation. Tell me what is going on in your life, and I will tell you which peptide can help you with that.
There you go. Very good. Sean,
Yes.
Let's talk about a product that you're very familiar with. You're someone that, believe it or not, y'all, Sean hasn't slept in 20 years before he discovered Make Wellness. Tell us that story and tell us a product that helped you.
All right, I'm going to see if I can do it without getting all teary-eyed. So for 20 years, I didn't sleep, and it progressively got worse. My insomnia was to the point where I was on medications that would choke a horse. And if you know anything about it, I'm going to rattle off some of these medications. And if you do know about them, you're going to be like, dude, no, that's not good. And why were you taking so much? So I was taking, this is to go to sleep. I was taking 100 milligrams of Seroquel, 100 milligrams of Trazodone. I was taking Klonopin and half of a 300 milligram THC gummy.
Wow.
And that's just to fall asleep. And what would end up happening, I would fall asleep, and I would wake up about an hour and a half and 2 hours later, and then I would just toss and turn the rest of the night. So,
unbelievable.
Yeah, I was getting about 6 to 12 minutes of deep sleep and about 40 minutes of REM sleep. Right. And, if you know anything about sleep, that's damn near suicidal, if you will, because I spent years and my body adjusted.
Yeah.
Okay. But I was angry. I was depressed. I was anxious. I was impatient. I was short-tempered, unfocused, very foggy. But I had adapted, and it was just kind of the way life was, right? Because we adapt.
Yeah, you don't even realize the damage you're doing because you're so used to not sleeping.
It's like the frog being in the pot of boiling water, and you just turn it up 1 degree.
Yeah.
1 degree. And he doesn't notice it. It's kind of the same thing until I was just completely miserable. So I had the opportunity to go to Dallas and get the new peptide by Make Wellness called Restored. And I went because there was a guy there, Brian Coffey. He took it and he's a former first responder, and we had the same sleep pattern. You know, he was getting 4 to 10 minutes of deep sleep a night and about 30 to maybe 30 minutes of REM.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he told me that when he took this, he could sleep. And I was so fired up and so relieved. I had to have it.
Yeah.
So I went to Dallas early because it was the only place you could get the Restored early was to go to the convention in Dallas. They were doing a pre-release. So I went to Dallas and I got it. And I started taking it, and it worked so well. My sleep scores went from a low of 28 to a high of 99.
Wow.
Okay. I just posted on my Facebook this morning the last week of my sleep scores, and they average between, well, they go 91, 91, 93, 94, 95, 98 last night. Okay. And here's why that's important. When your body goes, when you sleep at night and you go into deep sleep, you know what a lymphatic system is? Mm-hmm. So your lymphatic system kind of cleans out your body, right? It gets rid of all the waste and toxins in your muscles and things like that. Well, in your mind, your brain has what's called a glymphatic system. And your brain does the same thing. At night, it detoxes. It repairs your DNA. It cleans out files and old junk that it stores into your mind.
Yeah. Your recycle bin.
Yeah, it cleans out your recycle bin, right?
Bin.
And that way it starts and it clears out all the stuff for new stuff, and you feel better. You feel more relaxed. You wake up and you feel probably like you do in the morning. Well, I hadn't felt that in 20 years.
Yeah.
So when I started taking Restored, I was able to sleep, and I started sleeping better, and I was able to get off of 3 of those medications.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
huge,
now I'm
man.
not poisoning my body with Big Pharma's poison, right? I'm taking an all natural sleep peptide. Okay. And I'm getting sleep I slept for 8 hours and 47 minutes the other night. I haven't slept 8 hours. You know when I slept 8 hours and 47 minutes? When I had COVID.
Yeah.
That's the last time.
Wow.
And before that, it had been 15 years.
That's wild.
Now, when you wake up in the mornings, are you?
Oh my God.
Do you know how with some? I can't think of the exact supplement that some people take to sleep.
Like melatonin.
Thank you. That's the one.
So
that makes me. I took that a couple times, and in the morning I would be like
Groggy as hell.
Oh man, it was horrible.
You're drug. That's the
took it like 2 days, and I was like, yeah, this ain't for me.
Yeah. When I took that, I'll wake up.
It's horrible.
That's the great thing about it. There's no stimulants in it. It's all peptides. So you wake up in the morning and you hit the ground running. I woke up this morning at 5 o'clock ready to go. I don't even run, and I could run a marathon just because I felt so much more refreshed. There's no brain fog. I still have to take one of the medications, right?
Sure.
But
I'm off 3 of them?
I'm off 3 of them. And I wake up in the morning, there's zero brain fog. Zero.
Yeah.
You know, and I can show you on my thing. I got like 2.5 hours of deep sleep last night and 2 hours of REM.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Dude, that's unheard of. I don't think you understand what a miracle that is.
Yeah.
And how many people.
Oh, no, I get it.
I got a girl at the gym who she was like, her boyfriend came to me because he saw my post, and he stopped me at the gym and he said, dude, can I get some of that? And I'm like, well, it's not out yet. He's like, my girlfriend has restless leg syndrome and she's driving me crazy. I'm like, dude, come on. He's like, no, seriously. Like, I love her, but I want to. She's got to go sleep on the couch or something.
Yeah, and imagine how she feels.
Yeah, so he's like, what I mean? So I said, dude, I said, I tell you what I'll do is I'll bring you 3 of them and she could try it. Yeah. And I hadn't seen him, but I missed him a couple of days. He wasn't there, and she came running up to me.
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much. She's a lot younger than me. That's why I'm making these faces, right?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm so happy. I can't believe I slept, and Robert's so happy, and I'm sleeping now. That stuff is that's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm like, seriously? I said, did it help you? She goes like, oh my God, did it help me? She goes, I slept all night. I didn't toss and turn. I didn't kick him all night, and he slept. When can I get it?
Right.
You know? So,
wow.
I mean, and she took it for 3 nights.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It really is. And probably one of the, I would say one of the most important things you can do in life is sleep.
Well, if you don't sleep at night,
wreak havoc on your body.
If you don't sleep at night, then your body doesn't repair itself, right? Yeah. So if you're not getting good sleep, then none of the other peptides, and I hate to say this, none of the other peptides can do their job more efficiently or effectively because your brain's not, the central nervous system's just not working.
Nothing's firing on all cylinders.
No,
it's like it's like driving a car with no gas.
Yeah, it's horrible.
You know, people want to say that sleep is a pillar of health, but I truly, truly believe that it is more like the foundation.
Oh yeah.
You know, because you can work out, you can eat right, and yeah, it's going to make a difference. But when you incorporate that good quality sleep, you respect sleep, you make sure it's a priority. Your life is it's gonna change. And so many people nowadays, I can sleep for 5 hours. Oh, that's enough. I can function. I'll be okay. Yeah, you might be okay that day, but as that stacks up, it's your health is just going to continue to go down.
That's right. There are very few people. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there that are just short sleepers that they function on, on all cylinders. Donald Trump supposedly can sleep 3 hours a night and actually keep you up for 20 hours working.
Elon Musk is another one.
Elon Musk, another one. There are a few people out there that are just blessed with that, I guess.
I'm not.
I'm not either. And I would say 98%. You're going to hit a wall. Even they hit a wall, I'm sure, somewhere. So,
well,
Elon, if you're out there and you want to try, man.
Listen, one other thing I did want to say about Restore before we jump off is one of the biggest things that have increased for me, because I never really was a bad sleeper.
Yeah.
I got decent sleep, was actually the sleep cycles.
Yeah.
And so every time your body goes in and out of deep to REM, what's happening? And Sean kind of touched on this a little bit with cleaning your brain. Your brain kind of, it swells and then it goes down. And that's what is causing all the rinsing of the brain, to get rid of all that byproduct.
Those old files. Yeah.
Exactly.
That fluid from the spinal fluid is actually going around your brain when your brain shrinks and flushing it out. And then it swells, and then it shrinks, and it swells, it shrinks.
And it's pulling out the sticky proteins. And that is super important that I think people need to understand. So the more sleep cycles you have, the more that rinse is happening.
Yeah.
And so my average sleep cycles were like 5 to 6 before I started taking Restored. And now, man, I've seen up to like 10, 11 sleep cycles. On average, I get about 7 to 9. So those proteins are getting rinsed out more. And those protein buildup is what leads to things like Alzheimer's, dementia, stuff like that, cognitive issues, brain fog, stuff like that. So it's really super important to get those sleep cycles in, and Restored can help with that.
It brings a whole new meaning to firing on all cylinders. And the other thing is this: so if you're taking your Fit, your Lean, and Restored, you're burning fat 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Because when you're sleeping that good, your body's getting rid of that glymphatic and lymphatic system, and it's making way for new muscles and burning fat at the same time.
There you go. Let's get into one more, Energized.
Well, now Energize is a whole different animal, boys and girls.
I love Energize.
Man, Energize is great. So I used to drink about 3 energy drinks a day, and I hate to say that. But to be fair, right, it was because I was not sleeping.
Yeah.
So you guys are drinking coffee, and I'm like, man, where's my energy drink?
Yeah.
But the beauty of the Make Wellness products, now Fit has 100 milligrams of caffeine in it too, right? But what makes Make different is we use the green coffee bean extract. Okay. So the best way for me to explain that is an energy drink is going to bring you up here to 110 and then it's going to drop you down to 30, right? So you're like crazy scatterbrain for a little while, and then you feel pretty good, and then it just
then you need another one.
Yeah, it just sucks it all out of you.
Well, you're more tired than you originally were.
Yeah, exactly. But what green coffee bean extract does when you get it from the fruit itself is it kind of brings you up to about 85%. You just coast throughout the whole day.
You stay at that
it's
level.
It's a nice, steady flow of energy. It does not give you the jitters. It won't it won't cause you to have any ups and downs. My mom is actually very caffeine sensitive, and when I say that, I mean she can't eat chocolate.
Yeah,
because of the caffeine, and it gives her the jitters.
Oh, I'd be
right?
miserable.
And
I love chocolate.
the same. She takes Fit.
Same.
She takes Fit for her rheumatoid, right? And it does not give her the jitters.
That's
so
awesome.
even with
Very
people
interesting.
even people that are caffeine sensitive, can take this. So now you have an energy drink that's all natural that gives you energy throughout the day. So you're only drinking 1 instead of 3.
Yeah.
Right? Because it works that well.
And my favorite part about Energized, to me, hands down, that kind of sets Energized above every other energy supplement on the market, is it actually, the peptide in it will signal your body to increase your serotonin and dopamine.
Yep.
And so what happens when that happens is not only do you get like a mood boost, do you feel lighter, do you feel better, but when you're going through stressful times in your day and your energy is burning, your actual energy is going to drain at a faster pace during stressful times. With Energized, when it gives you that boost, it actually helps your body to, what's the word? I guess manage it better, so it's not burning the energy as fast. And what you get is you get a longer span of feeling energized, of feeling good.
Amazing. And another peptide product, ginseng peptides in this product and good stuff. All right, let's talk about the business model quickly. And one thing that makes make interesting is that, how y'all like that? That's a play on words right there. Is the fact that you can make a little money with make, and the way, any product, we were talking about this off camera, y'all, but any product that you're happy with, like those shoes that we were talking about. I was quick to recommend those shoes to these guys, and no difference here. When you believe in something and it's working for you, you can see the passion in these guys' faces as they talk about it. You can hear it in their voice. Look, you want to scream it to the rooftops. You want to tell everybody, because you want other people. You want to help other people. And Make Wellness saw this early on, that, wow, when this works for people, they really want to push it and tell other people about it and help as many people as possible, get the word out to people. And so there needs to be a benefit for them on the other side of that. And so they created, it's almost a partnership with these folks that have had success with the product and really believe in it, and they've seen their lives change because of it, and they become affiliates with Make Wellness. And so whoever wants to take this, just quickly explain that business model and how that aspect of it works with Make.
Well, I mean, it's just like you said, it's set up as an affiliate type model where you can sign up. If you try these products and you like them as much as we do, I tried them for 3 months because I knew they wasn't going to work. And then they worked so well, I had to dive into it. And then I wanted to tell other people about it, I started telling other people. I became an affiliate where I could sell the products to you. Make will give you your own website. They don't charge you anything for that. It costs you, that's right, this much.
Zero.
It costs you $0 to be an affiliate. So you don't even have to use the product. Now, obviously, I recommend them. How are you going to offer somebody something you hadn't tried yourself?
Exactly.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's based on, it's set up as an affiliate type product. Walmart has affiliates. Hell, they pay people to try on clothes and make TikTok videos. They're called Walmart affiliates. That's their official title.
Yep.
We're Make Wellness affiliates. So we tried the product, we liked it so much, and now we offer to sell it to other people. And if Jim likes it, then Jim can be an affiliate. If Karen likes it, then Karen can be an affiliate.
Yeah.
And you have the chance to go out there and help people sleep better and get in better shape. And I mean, I think it's fantastic.
Make a little extra money in the process.
You can make a little extra money in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my whole premise of becoming an affiliate originally was just to pay for the peptides I was taking.
Right.
And I was like, man, if I can offset that, that'd be fabulous. And with them paying us up to 40% commission on these things, it's really just become a side hustle.
It really. I mean, and I hate this. If you come up to me and ask me, "Hey Jim, how would you like an extra $500 a month?" I'm going to punch you in the throat. Okay, because I can't stand that. But I mean, if you are looking for a side hustle, some way to make a little extra cash, you can do that. And to be honest with you, the funny story is I started selling the Make Wellness products, and dude, for 6 weeks I had no idea how I got paid.
Yeah,
I was getting money put into this account. I could see the money. I didn't even know where it came from. I didn't even care. I didn't even ask anybody because I was so busy helping people and learning about the products and screaming it from the rooftops.
Yeah, you'd have done it for free.
I would.
Just don't tell Meg that.
I would.
Let him pay you.
Somebody asked me the other day, they said, "Hey, we were just talking, how you always do about Powerball number gets up and everything." I said, "What you going to do? Win the Powerball, what you going to do?" I said, "I'm about everybody fit."
Yeah, there you go.
For real.
And look, it's important to mention the product is not what I would classify as expensive at all. I mean, it's very reasonable. It's about average cost of what, a lot of companies are.
Well,
it's not
ranges from what?
It's not like $500, for one product or anything like that. Yeah. It's very reasonable. These are 30-day supply products typically that you're buying, and
they ship directly to your house.
And you can put them on subscription.
Yeah, so there's the beautiful part, right? You can put them on subscription. So if you wanted to try one of the products, you put it on subscription, you save 10% just for being on subscription. And then after 3 months, that 10% goes to 20%, right? So you can save money while you're enjoying them.
Yeah. Yeah. Great thing about it. It is. So anything, Mark, on that end of it, on the business model aspect that you want to add?
I love how much mentorship this company has in growth.
That's horrible.
So before Make For Me, I was actually diving into digital marketing, digital sales, how to create digital products and offer them on the internet to make money. And when this kind of got thrown on my lap, I kind of put that to the back burner. But I spent thousands, more than $5,000 on mentors to teach me how to do all this stuff, training courses, all this stuff. And with Make, they have people in this industry who are extremely successful. We have our founder who has $2.5 billion in direct sale history under his belt that pour into us. Our founder takes the time out of his life, his busy life, to pour into us, to teach us, to mentor us, to help us grow. And then we have so many successful people that just want others to succeed. And I think it's such a family-oriented business, and it's just an amazing community to be a part of.
Let me tell you how transparent they are. I've actually messaged the founder of the company on Instagram and had him message me back. I'm nobody.
You're not nobody.
Well, I'm Sean Aucoin from Opelousas, Louisiana.
That's right.
This guy's in charge of a multi-million-dollar company. He doesn't. I mean, who's going to message you back that in charge of a multi-million-dollar company?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it's not just him either, right? I got into this, and I was so enamored by how well the products worked, right? I had a client who had gut issues that a natural practitioner couldn't heal her in over 12 months. I put her on Lean and Fit. It got rid of her bloating and her inflammation that the natural doctor could not do in 12 months.
Yeah.
I went to that doctor, and I explained to that doctor, I said, hey, do you know this person? And they said, yes. She said, yes, I do. I said, I healed her in 30 days with Lean and Fit. And she was so enamored by that she started selling the products in her doctor's office.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why that happened is because the two head scientists of the company were willing to get on a Zoom with that doctor. They did it for me.
Yeah.
I've been with the company for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Wow.
That's pretty strong.
That is very strong. Very strong, and so it's a good company, it sounds like, to be affiliated with. And everybody wins, right? Because one thing I always tell people is the difference between like a con artist and someone who is a salesperson is someone who's a salesperson believes in the product they're selling. Con artists can sell anything. That's the difference. And so one of the ways that you can tell is everybody talking to you right now, myself included, has experience with this product.
Right.
And I can honestly say I've only tried two of the products now, but I'll give you a synopsis next time on the one that I'm drinking today. But I have tried the Lean, and I can tell you it absolutely does everything it says it's going to do. As far as what I was looking for something to curb I got an appetite like a freaking dinosaur, man. I could eat all day long if you'd let me. I'm a carnivore, and I love to eat. And this product, if it can curb my appetite, it can curb pretty much anybody's.
100%.
My belief.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming on. Look, quickly, if you're listening to this or if you're watching it, in the description of this podcast, I'm going to have a bunch of links to products that you can check out. to get more information. And I'm going to have these guys send me some links that they'd like to include. So that way, if you're driving right now, like a lot of people, when they listen to these podcasts, don't start looking for it now. But when you get home, there'll be links in the description you can click on, and it'll give you all the information you're looking for. Any final thoughts, guys?
No, man, we just want to thank Envision and Jim for having us on. We appreciate this opportunity. We believe in the products wholeheartedly, and if somebody's interested, we just ask that you reach out. And you know what? We're not here to sell your product, so we want you to be educated on what we're selling you.
Yeah.
And we want you to – we're very specific. Like if you come to me and tell me you want to buy peptides, I'm going to tell you no.
Yeah.
Tell me what your goals are first.
Yeah.
All right? Because we want to help you specifically. It's not we're not selling Tide detergent that you can get at Walmart.
Right.
This is made for you.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
We want to make you better.
Make you better. We all want to be better.
This good.
That,
dude, like that's what
and
it is
sleep,
for me.
For the love of God, sleep.
Amazing.
God.
But like, I'm telling you, I've never woken up and just felt this good.
Yeah.
You wake up, you're ready to go. I don't need coffee. I don't need anything, man. I just get up, I do my fit, and I just feel good. I'm ready to tackle the day.
Yeah.
And I just want people to experience that. I mean, that is truly what this is about for me.
There you have it. Can't say it any better than that. Thank you so much for coming on. And for all your listeners out there, I want to thank all of you for listening to not only this podcast, we're on number 217, if you can believe that. If you'd have told me when I started number 1 that I'd be on 217 right now,
I was there.
I thought you were crazy, man. But we're on 217, and it's only because all of you support the show. You listen, you share the podcast, share this one with anybody that you think can benefit. And I'm sure you know plenty of people out there, listeners, that you can share this with. And until next time, I'm Jim Chapman, reminding you love your community, support local business, and keep leading. Thank you very much.